Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all of my combo fans. It's me, your captain speaking. If you give me just one moment, I'm going to make sure that you and everybody else that you care about knows that this stream is happening right now. I'll be right back. Hello, everybody, and welcome to tonight's stream. We have a brand new format. We are in Legacy tonight, and we don't have to worry about grief. It is a beautiful time to be alive, and we are going to be playing something that takes advantage of that. I'm actually going to be, here it is, finally. I was waiting on a couple of Force of Vigors, so we're going to take a card hoarder detour really quick and get these rented out. I was just 2 Force of Vigors short from playing the deck, and we've got them, so we're all ready to go. What deck are we playing? We're going to be playing Necrodominance Combo. So this is an all-in combo deck, courtesy of Lord of the Rings and Modern Horizons 3. We're going to be using the eponymous Necrodominance. I didn't really mean for that to rhyme, but that's really fun. Similar to Necropotence, a very powerful card, Necrodominance is a 3 black mana enchantment. Skip your draw step. I can essentially exchange 1 life for 1 card at my end step. And typically, this says my maximum hand size is 5. And I don't have a graveyard, right? If a card would go somewhere to the graveyard from anywhere, exile it instead. So normally I would have to take all of this, pay a lot of life, put a bunch of cards in my hand, and then just discard them down to 5 and pass the turn. And I would be able to select the best 5, right? Well, instead, we're going to be pairing this with Borne Upon a Wind, a fantastic Lord of the Rings card, 1 and a blue. I can cast spells this turn as if they had flash. It also draws a card, which is great. So with that, at the end step, when I have all of these cards in my hand, if I have 20 life, I'll pay 19 life. I'll have 19 cards plus N, where N is the number of cards that I had before my end step. And I'll have all of these cards. I can use Spirit Guides, Elvish, and Simian to generate some mana, and then use Manamorphose to convert that red and green mana into blue and black. From there, I've got rituals, Dark Ritual and Cabal Ritual, to be able to cast the Borne Upon a Wind. And from there, I've got artifact mana, I've got additional spells that I can cast, and then Tendrils of Agony my opponent. Very straightforward. It is an all-in combo, similar to Oops All Spells, but where Oops All Spells requires the graveyard, this deck does not interact with the graveyard at all. The only thing that could potentially say, oh yeah, it has graveyard synergies is Cabal Ritual, but we're going to be casting that after Necrodominance is on the battlefield. So unless we had Threshold beforehand, we're certainly not getting it later. So this is all great. This additional deck doesn't do too much. It's actually very similar to previous iterations, but we're playing Valakut Awakening, to give us more looks at additional mana and these Tendrils of Agonies, and Serum Powder. I said Tendrils of Agonies. We have 2 of them just in case we need to powder a hand. This is going to be an all-in combo deck, and we don't want to keep a bad hand just because it has our 1 Tendrils of Agony. So we are doubling up on the Tendrils of Agony along with the Serum Powder. We've got Chancellor of the Annex and Pact of Negation as protection. It's full of mana, and we're mulliganing aggressively to Necrodominance. Very similar to how an Oops All Spells deck would play. So now that I have a complete 75, we're going to queue into a league and get started. This is going to be very exciting. I'm looking forward to playing some all-in combo tonight. We might even get a couple of leagues in, depending on how quick everything goes. Jason, if it has both and we have to mull it, well, we certainly won't be mulliganing that hand. That's just going to be the deal, right? If we have to, we can just regular mulligan as opposed to powder mulligan, if that makes sense. Polkadad Sam, you did just get here in time. And we are right into it. Oh, I've got a little bit of a cutoff. I got to put the chat and game log up there so you can see this. And we actually have a sad hand. I'm going to powder this hand. Or do I want a regular mulligan this hand? It has a Necrodominance in it, but no initial black mana. It also has 2 Borne Upon a Winds. We're only playing 3 of them. I think that I'm going to regular mulligan instead of powder mulligan, because Serum Powder, by the way, if you don't know this, anytime you could mulligan and Serum Powder is in your hand, exile all cards from your hand, then draw that many cards. So I'm not going to powder mulligan this one. I'm actually going to take a regular mulligan because I want all these cards in my deck. Okay, this one I will powder mulligan. So let's powder this one. I'm going to put back Borne Upon a Wind and see where things go. This is not good enough. I'm going to powder this one as well. I'm going to put... okay, this one... okay, so it has the things that I need in terms of black mana, Necrodominance, Pact of Negation. I'm just missing an initial black mana. I think that I'm going to continue to mulligan this one. Now, this is something that the deck does. It mulligans aggressively, and that's just fine. We understand that. This is 1 mana away from winning. I'm going to keep this one. I'm going to put back a Necrodominance and a Borne Upon a Wind, or a Manamorphose. Probably the Manamorphose. Now this goes on to the bottom. Yeah, it's probably the Manamorphose. So we're just 1 mana away from a win. So we're just going to hit done. And we have exiled, let's see, 1 Tendrils of Agony. Ooh, they have Chancellor of the Annex. That's annoying. They have 2 Chancellors. Okay, well, our first spell is getting countered. What is this? Vault of Whispers. Is this the mirror? Okay, sure. It's the mirror. Fantastic. We did all of that work, and our opponent is going to do the thing better than we are. That's just, I mean, that is really funny. Okay, I'm going to F6, and we're going to just see if they fizzle. The mirror in round 1. How wild. Okay, they pay 19 and put those cards into their hand. And let's see what they do. Vault of Whispers means that they're probably playing a Beseech the Mirror version of this deck, which is an option for sure. However, it typically doesn't run enough bargainable permanents. It plays 4 Vault of Whispers and Lotus Petals and some amount of Chrome Moxen. Lotus Petals, you have to make a choice of either using it for mana or as a bargainable permanent, as opposed to Chrome Mox and Vault of Whispers, which give you mana and a bargainable permanent. Chrome Mox is card negative, so you have to have 2 cards to make it all work. I don't like the Beseech decks for a Necrodominance build. It lends itself much better to simply just winning with Storm, like the Epic Storm, like Black Saga Storm. That's, I think, where Beseech's home is, not in a Necrodominance shell. But it looks like, okay, so it doesn't look like we're going to be losing at any point. They have had the Borne Upon a Wind, by the way, since I was not actually narrating what was happening. See, there's the Chrome Mox, and they'll imprint something, maybe. Yeah, Chancellor we knew about. And they can, at any point that they want, just beseech into the Tendrils of Agony. If they have Tendrils of Agony from hand, even better. We are ending up with a Valakut Awakening instead of Beseech. So I think that that's much cleaner, I think. You're right. We can Valakut Awakening for multiple cards, whereas Beseech just finds the Tendrils of Agony, which I kind of like. All right. We did win a moral victory because Necrodominance won. So in the sideboard, we've got a few things for this matchup. Actually, surprisingly, a lot. Now, we could play Chancellor of the Annex shaped cards. I think Pact of Negation is not where we want to be. What we want to do is we just want to win on turn 1. And if I have Chancellor of the Annex, then I don't have to worry about Mindbreak Trap from my opponent. So in that vein, I might not want the Force of Vigors. I don't know. This is 8 cards, and Veil of Summer is a maybe. Human Doom. What is my favorite Japanese food? I love ramen. There's a really good ramen spot in St. Louis called Menyurui, and it's delicious. All right, so I could play around Mindbreak Trap by keeping Pact of Negation in, or I could disrespect it. And I think that I'm going to disrespect it. And the next thing is, should I bring in Chancellor because of that? I don't know. I can shave on a Valakut Awakening, I think, and potentially a Serum Powder. Ooh, that's terrible. I have 5 Lotus Petals, and I just picked up... Ooh, that's going to bother me. I accidentally selected the odd one out. My apologies, people. So let's do this. Instead of the Veil of Summer, let's just bring in cards like this and see where things go. I think I'm happy with this. Summon on, you like affordable legacy deck showcase. Yeah, by the way, this is $600 in paper. It's a very good point to bring up. Oh, this is perfect. Okay, this doesn't have protection, but that's fine. We're going to keep this turn 1. And yeah, $600 in paper, I think. So we have the Force of Vigors. We don't have Boseijus, but we can get rid of this. We can just hard cast Force of Vigor, which is a choice we can make. So let's just Dark Ritual, Necrodominance. And let's see how this all works from our side of things. So we are going to pay 19 life and put 19 cards in our hand. We've got Simian and Elvish Spirit Guides to exile. And I'm just going to get all of that out of the way right now. I can Summoner's Pact for another Elvish Spirit Guide. I think, I have 3 of them, so I can just keep going. And we should be able to get this. I think that this is going to be victory, barring some really unfortunate experience, but we have 2 Tendrils, so we should be able to beat 1 Mindbreak Trap. Oops. So let's Manamorphose, make blue and black, and we've got, let's see, let's Cabal Ritual, get rid of red, I suppose. Yeah, and another Cabal Ritual. You can just do another here. Borne Upon a Wind, sacrificing, or not sacrificing, getting rid of a black, I suppose. And now we've got Lotus Petals and all kinds of good things here. We're out of mana, which is fine. This is 4 for the Force of Vigor and then 4 for the Tendrils of Agony. We should be good. So let's Force of Vigor here and done. And then Tendrils of Agony to kill our opponent. 12 Storm should be easy peasy. What is now? Now they could have Mindbreak Trap, but yeah, okay, they do not. Excellent. So I think that our goals change. I think I want Veil of Summers on the draw. I can, Elvish Spirit Guide and Veil something. I like the Force of Vigors. I like the Mindbreak Traps. The Chancellors are really good. This is too many cards to actually bring in the mirror. So I think that just having free interaction is probably better. The other consideration is that we would need 8 mana if they do have another Leyline of Sanctity. So these Force of Vigors aren't the most amazing, and potentially it's better as Boseijus or Nature's Claims. I could see that argument. But in that case, if they decide to combo out on turn 1, then I would need a Nature's Claim and an Elvish Spirit Guide, whereas if it was a Force of Vigor, I would need the Force of Vigor and any green card, which includes Summoner's Pact, Wild Cantor, and any of the Manamorphoses, whereas I would specifically need Elvish Spirit Guides to make Nature's Claim work. I think that I'm okay with leaving things as is. Veil of Summer is a nice consideration, but that's just, I think, asking a little bit too much of the deck. We have a lot of cards to bring in, and I think I'm happy with this. So let's just resubmit. All of that to say, we're resubmitting. So, yeah. Also, by the way, Jason, you said only 10 Storm and Legacy is insane. It's really good. Yes, it is amazing. I really am excited about that. Okay, let's powder this. And, no, let's mulligan this one. And we're going to keep mulliganing. This is not going to be it. No powders this time. So we're just going to be regular mulliganing. But we are going pretty low. Our opponent is joining us at 4. So that's nice to know. Okay. This is not bad. My interaction is Chancellor if I want it. I think that I might have to get rid of it because this is 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. And I could have, if I draw +1 mana, then I'm okay. Wait, no, this can get Wild Cantor. This can get Simian Spirit Guide. Yeah. I got this. So we're going to keep this. This is a turn 1 if our opponent doesn't do anything. Unfortunately, I have to get rid of 2 Manamorphoses and a Chancellor, but we're going to try our best. Just let me double check. This is a Wild Cantor. This is a Simian Spirit Guide, or Elvish Spirit Guide, excuse me. Elvish Spirit Guide pays for the Wild Cantor. Wild Cantor pays for the Dark Ritual. Dark Ritual, Necrodominance, we win. Okay. I think that's fine. And Summoner's Pact shuffles the 2 Manamorphoses into the deck, so I think we're okay. Let's see what our opponent does. And they don't do anything. Okay. Oh, sure. I just have the Elvish Spirit Guide. All right. Now, this could represent Veil of Summer. If this represents Veil of Summer, my Pact of Negations are in the sideboard. So what I would need to do is generate 3 blue mana with Manamorphoses to pay for Borne Upon a Wind and the 2 blue mana from a Manamorphose, or from a Mindbreak Trap. That might work. Yeah, let's try it. They might not have it. Okay. It's good to see you too, Jason. Whoops. Get the Wild Cantor. I just had it in my head to get an Elvish Spirit Guide. Elvish, exile. There we go. There's the Dark Ritual. This is also potentially a Nature's Claim. I can't really do anything about that. Paying 19 life, it resolved, so we've got the cards. They might just have nothing. So here we go. We've got Manamorphose, Spirit Guides. Okay, so let's get rid of the Spirit Guides to start. Okay, well, that's going to be it. So we've got a Manamorphose here into a blue and a black. And then I've got Dark Ritual, Borne Upon a Wind here. I got another Manamorphose, but... okay, now I have all of the Lotus Petal mana that I need, which is great. Let's see what I can do about this. I have enough black mana. So what I'm going to do is Manamorphose. I'll make 2 blue, a blue and a red. Okay, so I am trying to play around Veil of Summer here. What I can do is Valakut Awakening. And there's black mana. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get rid of all of the cards except for this Tendrils of Agony. And any order is fine. Draw that many cards. And I don't have... a Mindbreak Trap, but that's fine. I think that I have enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Nope. Okay, I didn't draw any. What's the word? Rituals, which is a little bit disconcerting. So let's do blue and green. We've got blue and black for our Manamorphose. Okay, so that's one. So this is enough. Exile Simian Spirit Guide. This is enough to Valakut Awakening again. This isn't enough to double Tendrils. I have 5 mana floating and then the 2 Lotus Petals, which is 7, which is not 8. So what I think I want to do is just Valakut Awakening and see what I can do. I'm still playing around a potential Veil of Summer because I can try to, double Tendrils. Okay, there we go. Now I should be fine. Now let's see if I have all Elvish Spirit Guides gone from the deck. That's 1, 2, 3. There's actually another one. Okay. Cool. So that's another mana here. Love it, love it. And I can Tendrils. Okay, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I can't Tendrils Mindbreak Trap, but I can still Tendrils or Tendrils Mindbreak Trap. So I think that that's fine. Let's see what our opponent has. They could have Mindbreak Trap Veil. Oh, they didn't have anything. Okay, well, I guess I didn't need to. I think I still needed to do all of that, but it turns out that that's just not something that I was required to do. Hey, Joe, I boarded out the pacts. I was talking about this during our sideboarding. I thought that Mindbreak Trap was going to be better, but maybe I misevaluated that on the play. On the draw, I think that it is definitely better. Maybe Pact of Negation is better. But I had some, hemming and hawing about that during our sideboard choices. Either way, we ended up getting the victory, which always nice, in the mirror of all things. Round 1 mirror match. So, sure. And we're just going to get queued up into another league, and I'm going to have Bryant tell you about how you can support the channel and rent the cards that we were playing today.
With Card Hoarder, renting your favorite combo deck has never been easier. There isn't a more affordable solution for Magic Online. Want to play the deck in this video? Check out the pinned comment below to easily rent the deck from Card Hoarder. Did you know you can rent the Epic Storm from Card Hoarder for as little as 7 tickets a week?
All right, and here we go. We are ready for round number 2 against Strass Daddy. Okay, won the die roll. That's always nice. This is 1 mana away. I think I'm going... Okay, if this is actually Strass Daddy, good luck. Happy to see this deck now that Grief is gone. Thank you, 5Brain. I'm very excited about this now that Grief is gone. I'm going to keep this. I'm 1 mana away with a Pact of Negation backup, so I think that that's going to be just fine. I don't think that I even play out the land. Is that, I don't want to get wastelanded, right? I can't get griefed anymore. I could get thought seized or something like that, but I think that that's just fine. So I'm just going to pass the turn. I'm going to F6. Ooh, whoopsie, I F6'd. Oh no. If somehow assembled 6 white, black to hardcast white Chancellor to bait out the Veil, then Tendrils in response. Ooh, I mean, I could do that. Definitely could have tried that. Oh no, it's a Thoughtseize deck. Oh, it's a Vexing Bauble deck. That's fine. That's mostly fine. Because Simian Spirit Guide is the Spirit Guides are my primary route to 0 mana, or 0 mana ramp. There it is. Darn it. Okay, that's unfortunate. Bobble is fine. I think that it's going to be fine, but I can't do anything about it, right? I hope I join tournaments in the future. Yeah, I hope so too. I want to be playing more challenges. I really... Are you talking about me, or are you talking about in the chat? I don't know who you're talking about, Human Doom. Hey, Dominique. Welcome to chat. Okay, so Swamp, lovely Swamp, by the way, the French Swamp, and a Vexing Bauble. I don't know what this means. I'm really not sure. Oh, and a Dryad Arbor. That is not what I wanted. Okay, well, I'm just going to pass. And I can get rid of the Summoner's Pact, I guess. I'm not going to be... I guess I should have kept the Pact and gotten rid of the Serum Powder, because they could just crack the Bauble. They played a Dryad Arbor as mana, so I don't think... Oh, it's Maverick. Okay, that makes sense. They could be desperate for mana because they're not doing anything with it, so I should have... Oh, okay, well, that's fine. Never mind. Didn't matter. So let's Manamorphose into 2 black. There's black, and, well, we don't have Pact of Negation backup, but we would have double packed up. That's fun. William Leclerc, Turbo Necro with no grief. Yeah, it's going to be fantastic. I would imagine that, yeah, we are going to primarily lose to ourselves over anybody else. 19. And me typing 20 into that box is probably going to be what we lose to the most, right? Obviously. So, Simian... And... Oh, we've got the... Mana... That's not a Manamorphose. Uh-oh. Oh. We don't have enough... Oh, wait. No. I can make this work. No, I can't. I can't pact. Oh, no. Okay. I don't have Manamorphose. This is a wild Cantor. So, yeah, we can't do anything. I can't Summoning Pact for another Elvish Spirit Guide and Valakut Awakening because of the bauble here. So we are just, in fact, deceased. I'm just flipping through this really quick. We didn't draw a Manamorphose. Okay, yeah, cool. Concede. Oh well. Winning a tournament for the channel? Yeah, that would be fantastic. I would love that. Don't know if it's going to happen anytime soon, but I am going to be playing Eternal Weekend whenever Card Titan actually releases details about that event, which should have happened, I think, a week ago by now. Oh well. Neither here nor there. Okay, I think I want Boseiju's and Nature's Claims probably. I don't know if Force of Vigors is like too much or not. Bobble was good enough. It was actually good enough. Cantor into Ritual. Ritual Tendrils gives you me time, David. It would, but I can't actually play anything at instant speed because I didn't resolve a Borne Upon a Wind. So I can only, it was my end step. I couldn't do anything. So unfortunate. I think that what I'm going to do is get rid of the Chancellors. We're on the play. I can shave like the Flex Valakut Awakening, and I mean, I can't get rid of the Chancellors and then play a moderately slower game. I think that I want Pact of Negations for Force of Vigor. I think that that's going to be a big concern of mine, and then this is going to get me answers to let's see. What am I actually caring about? I think that I care about the baubles, obviously, but do I think that there's going to be Leyline of Sanctity? Probably not, but I think that this is just a better way to answer baubles. So yeah, let's submit this one. And we would like to play. Mulligan. And Mulligan. This is really close. Just Necrodominance away from a protected turn 1. Oh well. Some judge friends tell you that the delay is actually more like Wizard's fault than Card Titan, by the way. Oh, good to know. Also not surprising. Card Titan's usually pretty up and up. I really appreciate their events that they run. I mean, it's usually only EW that I care about, but still, it's usually really well done. So I think that that's an understandable mix-up. I would imagine that it's Wizards then in that case. Let's take a mulligan. Our opponent kept 7, and we have to mulligan again. Haven't even been able to powder. This is a powder. Because, yeah, we got to powder this one. So let's put back Necrodominance, Borne Upon a Wind, Tendrils of Agony, I guess. Yeah, that's probably good. Powder that one. Oh, mulligan that one. And we can keep this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4. No protection, but it is a turn 1. We got to just try it. Good enough. It was like, I don't know. Force of Vigor takes us. We are playing around Mindbreak Trap, I guess. They can force now. They aren't. Okay. 19. And, okay, before I do anything else, I have got Manamorphoses, I've got Born, and I have Simian, Elvish. Okay, we're good before I start trying to go off. My goodness. So we can pact here. That's just fine. And get another Elvish Spirit Guide. Might as well. I mean, what are we going to do? And let's make blue and black. We can Dark Ritual and Borne Upon a Wind here. Excellent. This mismatched Lotus Petal, which is just going to bother me to no end. I seriously apologize, but maybe we're just tilting our opponent more than we are ourselves. We're just gonna call it that. We're gonna hope that that's what's happening. And Tendrils of Agony. All right. Survey says Mindbreak Trap. I have the Pact of Negation. And actually, now that Lethal Tendrils is on the stack, I can Pact of Negation, and then Valakut Awakening and try to draw more Pact of Negations, which is kind of neat. Cool. So now I think that I want Force of Vigors in more. And I think that I want to get rid of maybe a Pact of Negation and a Serum Powder. I think that I like that because I want to be able to answer the Vexing Bauble as their turn 1 play. Joe, you were able to book the hotel. That makes sense, but like, don't they have like nicer deals if you're staying at the hotel for the event? I don't know. I thought so, but Dominique, you scored 3 more Japanese petals for Legacy Necro. Ooh, yeah, that's very nice. Alrighty. I don't think that I want anything else. I think that I'm good. Slaughter Pact for Collector Oof, I guess, is technically a thing that I am considering. There had gone through my mind, but I only have 4 artifacts that are going to tap for mana. Don't ignore the Serum Powder. I'm not casting it. If I've cast it, something's gone terribly wrong. So we're going to just submit this. Okay, we're going to mulligan our hand. And we're going to mulligan this hand. Oh, of note, by the way, Jason, when we were talking about like having to mulligan hands with Serum Powder, if this was a Serum Powder hand, to appropriately Serum Powder, I would first get rid of this and put it on the bottom and then Serum Powder. So the fact that it would have to be like an opening 7 and have 2 Tendrils of Agony and a Serum Powder, that's just not very likely. So I think that we're actually going to be good. Mulligan that one though. I am going to powder this one, and I can get rid of Necrodominance and Borne Upon a Wind. So let's powder this one, put back Necrodominance, Borne Upon a Wind, and powder that one. Powder this one, and keep this one. Yeah. Okay. This is everything that we need, except for an answer to Bauble, which we don't care about right now. Yeah, we don't care about right now. Heck yeah. Let's see if this ends up being a good thing. So let's Dark Ritual. They could still have Force of Vigor, right? I don't know. So here we go. Oh, we are paying life. Okay, let's go to 1. And we've got Simian Spirit Guides and Elvish Spirit Guides galore. No Manamorphose. Oh, there's the Manamorphose. And we have the Borne. Okay, cool. We're all rolled up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That should give us 1 more Elvish Spirit Guide. Yeah, so I can pact for it. Oh, yeah, that's right. Oops. My bad. At least I didn't actually spend any mana on that one. It would have been embarrassing. I guess I could have, Boseiju'd if I really needed that mana, which thankfully I do not. Although I will say if they have a Mindbreak Trap or something like that, I can, Boseiju and then Pact of Negation. So I should probably do that anyway because this is 1, 2, 3 Lotus Petals. And Boseiju is technically +1 mana. So that's actually kind of nice. Bauble shuts down our opponent's Force of Vigor. Of course. You know what? Of course it does. I just am so used to new cards being asymmetric, not symmetrical, right? Just because that's the way things work in our modern world. It's just, yeah. It builds Storm, Alistair. That is true. And we have double packed backup. How are you on match 2? Didn't I go live an hour ago? About 45 minutes ago. And we, were chatting for the first 15 minutes or so. So it's been 30 minutes-ish. Yeah. Also, hi, Michael. Good to see you. All right. We are 2-0 to start this league off, and I'm loving it. This has been a lot of fun. Symmetrical effects are so much more elegant than asymmetrical ones. They are. Absolutely they are. And you just love to see it. Like, I'm okay with Collector Oof existing. That is a symmetrical effect that makes a lot of sense. Karn the Great Creator is an asymmetric effect in a deck that wants to play artifacts. It just inherently goes into the things that have, Grim Monolith, Basalt Monolith, all of your Ancient Tombs. Not that Ancient Tomb is stopped by like a Null Rod or something, but you get the idea, right? Anyway, beating Mark, yeah, I know. Strass is... he might actually be streaming. I don't know. But that was always fun. All right, let's get into it. I'll be right back.
Moxfield.com is the easiest way to build a Magic deck online. They support over 30 formats, including Legacy and many other Eternal formats. There are so many options to view decks the way that you want, from text view to individual cards, mana value, and even card price. There's also light mode and dark mode. My personal favorite feature is card tags. This way you can sort cards by function. Moxfield supports collection tracking, scryfall search, decklist feedback, and so much more. Follow me on Moxfield.com so you can stay updated on all of my decks.
Alrighty, and let's see. Bonnie, what is the price of this deck? Mostly less than 150 ticks. I didn't rent it all. I have, the Lotus Petals and the Dark Rituals and things like that. But I think it's under 150 ticks for sure. You can check in the link below, the Moxfield link. Oh, we won the die roll. Excellent. This is $600 or less in paper, which is always nice to see. Oh, okay, so this is not a 1, 2... Wait, this is a turn 1 with double packed. Yes! Okay, this is fantastic. Necro players prefer this Manamorphose build to the Brainstorm U Black build. I think so, Ronnie. I like this. It is definitely more explosive. I mean, look at this. Turn 1 with double Pact of Negation backup. Yes, please. All right. Lavinia's should be symmetrical, and people agree run on that platform. And although, yeah, honestly, Lavinia should be symmetrical. That would be lovely. Spoken like a true vintage player. Do you know, Joe, are you going to be playing in both events, Eternal Weekend events, or are you going to be judging any of them? I don't actually know. So as we wait for our opponent, this is black, and then the Elvish Spirit Guide allows us to convert by casting this Wild Cantor, which then will make a black to get us the 3 black for Necrodominance, and then we get Pact. This is super clean. I need to build this in paper. I need to build this in paper yesterday. This is exciting, and I'm loving it. So, especially with the Blooming Marshes, this is a very inexpensive, competitive legacy deck. In the grand scheme of a legacy deck that's competitive, obviously, right? We're still talking about a luxury hobby and all of these things, and $600 for pieces of cardboard, but compared to several $1,000s, this is lovely. And I mean, we're just crushing this league. And now I'm opening my big fat mouth and we're going to 0-3 the rest of it, right? But it doesn't look like it's going to go that way. Not yet, anyway. Our opponent is mulliganing to 5. Okay, and they have 5. I don't think that we're going to punish their mulligan in the long term because they're not going to have a chance, even if they had a 7. So it honestly doesn't matter how many cards they had. I wish they had mulligan to 5 on the play in game 2. That's what I wish. Alas. Omniscience. Okay, well, I'm glad I have Pact of Negation. Do they have double force? I don't know. They might. Force of Will, exiling Omniscience. All right, 19. Let's see how the cookie crumbles. I see Spirit Guides, Manamorphose. Do I see a Borne Upon the Wind? I see Valakut Awakening, so it's fine. I do not see Borne Upon a Wind. So we're going to use this Valakut Awakening as a wheel. And we're getting rid of 1 Tendrils of Agony and a Lotus Petal. That's actually not too bad. Okay, so let's guide... guide. That's all 4 Elvish Spirit Guides, so these Pact of Negations don't do anything. I can at least Manamorphose to see what would happen if I get a Borne Upon a Wind from it. So blue and black. Nope, just a Necrodominance. Okay, so I guess what I'm going to do is just a Valakut Awakening. Yeah, I can't do anything else. The packs don't do anything, so we got 1 Tendrils of Agony. Maybe I shouldn't have Manamorphosed. If I drew the other Tendrils, I would have been screwed. I don't know. Food for thought. Blue or black? I guess I'm gonna just go with blue. Yeah, that's fine. So we'll see. Yeah, I mean, they might actually end up winning if we fizzle this. Let's see. Necro. Oh, wait, yeah. I get to choose which ones are kept and which ones are discarded. That's silly. I didn't actually... Okay, so I'm going to get rid of the Pact of Negation as well. So I'm just keeping the Tendrils and Lotus Petal. So put those on the bottom. And we've got Born. We've got plenty of things. Yeah, okay. So let's Born. I'm glad I had that blue because I actually didn't draw Manamorphose. Okay, maybe I should have just kept the Manamorphose. I don't know. Dark Ritual, Cabal Ritual. I will, do all of this. Our opponent is being nice in chat. They're excited to see what we're cooking with. They haven't been playing Legacy for a while. So this is all new to them, which is exciting for me because I get to show them what's going on. All right. Alrighty. Didn't need to do much else. Okay, Force pitching Omniscience. This could be blue-black. Well, they're not Joe, so it's not blue-black. Those petals or something. Yeah, I know, Sai. I Don't look at it. Don't look at it. Don't. I'm gonna put it over here with the serum powders so that it matches and you don't see the shame. Do I need Veil of Summer over Chancellor of the Annex and play a little bit slower? Let's see what that looks like. And then I also want to bring in like Boseijus and potentially Nature's Claim, and I can cut Serum Powder and a Valakut Awakening. Those two feel like reasonable things to cut. Omnitel and Necro players hyping each other up. Yeah, well, this is lovely. This is exactly what you want in the world. Combo players loving each other. Other people do occasionally run your lists, not quite to TES levels of popularity, but no, yeah, absolutely. It sure could happen. I'm guessing that it's going to be like a blue-green Omnitel, especially if this person has said that they aren't usually playing Legacy. That seems like a very Simic Omnitel player thing to do, rather than like an actual blue-red Omni sneak. I don't know. Either way, I think I'm okay with this. And I like the pacts because if they are playing green, I'm expecting Veil of Summer, and I don't want to get got by that. So we're just going to submit this. Yeah, I'm pretty okay with that. James, hey, how's it going? You played against Tony in the Vintage Challenge today. What were you playing in Vintage? It was obviously very spicy. I haven't played a Vintage game in a while. Not since I was prepping for Eternal Weekend. Mulligan, and I didn't even play in Eternal Weekend Vintage. Okay, mulligan this hand that doesn't have Necrodominance, and see what happens. My opponent also joined us at 6. Well, we joined them at 6 in terms of actual order of all of that. We're going to mulligan. He had like the exact same hand. This is not a... Yeah, okay. So this is not a bolt land. This enters the battlefield tapped, which means that we are not 1 mana away from a Necrodominance. We're actually... I mean, we are 1 mana away, but we're not 1 mana and 1 turn away. We're 2 turns away from it, so I'm going to mulligan again. Should I do that? This is actually not that bad, right? I can put back Cabal Ritual and Veil of Summer, and I actually am just 1 mana away. I'm going to do that. I'm going to keep this. I've talked myself into it. Cabal Ritual, Veil of Summer back, and I have a protected Necrodominance on turn 2 if I draw mana, and I have 2 draw steps to get there. I think I'm pretty okay. Hey, it's that thing that I said, green mana. Didn't mean to typecast our opponent, but they kind of got typecast. Okay, so there it is. I'm going to play this Valakut Awakening, and we're going to see what happens. So, James, blue-white initiative taxes with Dovin Hand of Control. My goodness. Oh, yeah, your top 6 land run list. You showed me that. That's right. Alistair, yes, absolutely. I think that is a reasonable thing to keep. I ended up talking myself into it and got immediately rewarded. The only thing... Ooh. Okay, so this is an interesting spot because if they show and tell, I can just show and tell in the Necrodominance. They have the Omniscience, though. Okay. Well, not gonna do anything against that. They had the turn 2, I had the turn 2, they were on the play. I'm okay with my keep. The only thing that I keep in the Boseijus for are gonna be like the random stray vexing bauble. And then Blooming Marsh over Bayou. Well, we're really never making anything over 3 land drops. If we are, something's gone terribly, terribly wrong. And so it's just a cute little fun budget option. You know, this deck is relatively cheap. You can check the Moxfield link in the video description below to see how much it actually costs. Boseiju for Chancellor on the play, maybe. You know what? That's actually not a bad idea because I do want higher levels of protection. And do I want the full suite of Chancellors and get rid of... No, I think I'm just going to go... Like, I could get rid of a Pact of Negation. No, I think that... Like, if they... I think that this is better. I'd rather... So I have 6 pieces of protection, and... Well, actually, I have more. I have the Veil of Summers as well. Maybe I want just 2 Veil of Summers and another Chancellor. Let's do that. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Michael, you and I just now saw your chat that we got there in the end. Powder this one and mulligan this one and mulligan this. Oh, this would have been lovely if one of these Simian Spirit Guides was a Necrodominance. Oh well. Our opponent is deciding on their 7. Should be able to reveal Chancellors before Powder. I know, right? I would love if we could just like, oh yeah, here's the Chancellors. They're revealed, and now I'm going to powder them away, so I don't have to actually keep them in my hand. Oh, glorious. Okay, this is actually pretty good. This is a turn 2. So I'm Gemstone Mine, Wild Cantor, and then those are the 2 mana to cast the Cabal Ritual for the Necrodominance. I'm okay with that. And I put 2 cards, Borne Upon a Wind and Pact of Negation. It's a protected turn 2. So let's call it good. Now I'm glad that we don't have, a Chancellor in our hand, but I would have loved to have 2 of them revealed. How lovely that... now I'm just kind of stuck on that. I really wish that's obviously not the way things work, but my goodness. Oh, they're Temur. Okay. Basic Mountain, though. That is shocking. I guess they're not playing Days? I don't know. Ooh, okay. So I'm going to not sacrifice the Wild Cantor, because that is a lovely thing to do later. And I guess this is representing hardcast days, I suppose. And I'm playing around it. Fun. 6 cards in hand for our opponent. And a Force of Will is one of them. And presumably a blue card. Atraxa Grand Unifier. That seems like a pretty good thing to show and tell. I have the Pact. Do they have another piece of interaction? They let my Pact resolve, which is correct. Now let's see. Unless they had like a Flusterstorm. Noxious Revival, the Force of Will, and then they oh my goodness. Okay. Noxious Revival, first off. And then, they brainstorm. Okay, they got us. Wild. Do they have another blue card? That's the one. Yeah, they do. Okay. Force of Will, pitching Force of Will. Goodness. You got me. I've cast a Pact of Negation, and they let it resolve appropriately, so I can't just keep playing. Wow. And we've taken our first loss, and I'm pretty happy with that loss. I think that was really, really cool. Temur Omnitel, I don't know, with the Noxious Revival tech to rebuy a Force of Will. All right, that's something. They could have just brainstormed looking for a blue card because they had 2 Force of Wills. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but they certainly played that very well. So let's talk a little bit about some other things that we can chat about.
This video is proudly sponsored by Card Market.
And, by the way, if you're going to be playing at Eternal Weekend, a comp REL event, you're going to want some tokens. Don't leave it up to chance. The judges are going to get ya.
Looking to make playing your favorite combo deck much easier? Look no further than the Epic Storm Mini Token Combo Pack, which is available at theepicstorm.com/shop for $14.99. This combo token pack comes with 84 double-sided tokens. That includes our classic Storm and mana tokens, as well as fan favorites such as Goblins, Squirrels, and Slime Time Live. But that's not all. We've expanded this token pack to cover a variety of formats with new tokens. Stop on by theepicstorm.com/shop and make an easy decision to elevate your combo game.
And we are still waiting on our fourth opponent. Wonder how many copies of Elvish Spirit Guides there needs to be in this deck for Twilight Mire to be better than Bayou. More than I would want to play. Like, if I could load up on nothing but multiple copies of Manamorphose and Elvish Spirit Guides, sure, why not? There we are for round number 4. We won the die roll. That's always nice. We won the die roll, but can't do anything about it. So let's take a mulligan. This is good. Yeah, this is good. Okay, so I'm going to keep this. I'm going to bottom the serum powder, and this is black, 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 and we've got it. So let's keep this, put serum powder on the bottom, and we've got a turn 1. Unprotected, right? So DADAMS, Datums, I'm assuming. Datums 103. Better not be playing Force of Will, but we are going to make them work for it. And the Lotus Petal and the Necro. Survey says resolves. Okay, I have the Tendrils of Agony in hand, so one part is taken care of. We're going to pay 19 life with our Necrodominance and put 19 cards, or actually it is draw that many cards. Okay, Borne Upon a Wind, Manamorphose, Rituals, Tendrils, Pact of Negation backup. Looks pretty good to me. So how many? Okay, we've got one Elvish Spirit Guide out. So let's just cast some of these Summoner's Pacts. Get the others. And Elvish Spirit Guide, Elvish Spirit Guide, Simian Spirit Guide, Simian Spirit Guide, Manamorphose. I could keep going with the Manamorphoses if I really wanted to, but I'm going to get some rituals going first, I suppose. And cast a Borne Upon a Wind. And there we go. There's some mana. We got all kinds of mana. We've got the win wrapped up, right? We're just playing with our food at this point. And 4, 5, it's plenty. Okay, we've just got tendrils. Let's just end our opponent's suffering. 12 storm, and I know you can hear him. I know he's pathetic. What time is it? It is 8 o'clock. He's already been fed. It's 8:09. He's been fed. He was recently fed, so it's fine. Hey, Rude, how's it going? You are in time. So, sideboarding in the blind. We are on the draw. I want to get rid of the Chancellors, and I think that I want Boseiju and Nature's Claim, and I want to get rid of an extraneous Valakut Awakening. I think that that's just fine. Speckman, he does miss me. He's adorable. He's just like hanging out way over there. I don't know what he's doing. I can't actually see him. We are in the same time zone, Dominique. Yeah, Central Standard Time for me. Your cat is protesting that you're not running the Luris deck. I would love to be playing Luris in Legacy. That's never going to happen again. Shame me for playing combo decks. It was his idea in the first place. Are you kidding me? Hey, Russ Mark. I am the person that live streams on the Epic Storm. Bryant Cook is the person that actually has recorded videos. So he records his videos and edits them and makes them all nice and pretty and posts them Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And then for live streams, there's two of us. On Tuesdays, every other week, I think right now, is Tony Scaponi, also, a very well-known Storm player. And then me, Jordan Karim, I play on Thursdays. So if you ever are interested, that's our schedule. It's actually on the little hero image on the YouTube channel, just letting people know about that. And we have a protected turn 1, so I'm going to keep this. Black with the Manamorphose. So let's do that. Let's see what happens. Like, our opponent could do something to prevent us from winning, like a Vexing Bauble, which is Saga. They might actually have a Bauble. This might be Painter. Haywire might. Okay. They don't have green. We might actually get away with this. Okay, let's see if we can get away with this. So I do have to just Summoner's Pact right now, but it does look like they're dead. Yes. So Spirit Guide, I'm going to Manamorphose, Spirit Guide, the Spirit Guide, and then make black. And there we go for Necrodominance, and see what happens. Elvish Spirit Guide could kill me. It's true. I'm not going to play around it. Let's pay 19. And we've got everything. Manamorphose. There's no Borne Upon a Wind. Oh, wait, no, there is. Okay. Ooh, just in time for us to get a combo assembled. Oh, nope, he's walking away. Angus did end up trying to say hi. It just didn't end up working. Okay. So let's get this Manamorphose. Oh, there's another Spirit Guide. Okay, Manamorphose and blue and black. We've got Ritual. Icon has another Ritual. Icon has another Ritual. And another Ritual. I mean, I might as well. And then where's the Born? Okay. And then, another Ritual. Lotus Petal. We've got everything that we ever could want. I am going to I guess I can just Valakut Awakening for the Tendrils. So, yeah, let's do that. I am going to keep Pact of Negation here. I just need one of them. I think I'm going to be good with that. Any order and Tendrils. Ooh, no Tendrils. My goodness. Okay. That's fine. We still have the ability to keep going. I am going to Manamorphose, just in case I just draw it naturally. So let's make red and, I don't know, another red. Doesn't matter. Valakut Awakening again. So this is the nice thing about Valakut Awakening. We are just like churning through, which is lovely. We don't need the Beseech the Mirrors because the Valakut Awakenings are doing that and more. And we've got everything that we ever wanted. And Spirit Guide. I mean, I'm just going to do all this just in case I need to double Tendrils and Pact of Negation. Just, I don't know, for reasons. And we got there. Neat. And he left the scene of the crime. Yeah, he's hanging out like right there, just on the corner of my desk. I don't know if he's staring at me. I don't know. See you later. It's good to see you in chat. You know, this is the best cleanse you could ever want. It just runs through you. Just like Necrodominance through a non-blue deck. It's fantastic. So let's go for a 4-1. I'm pretty excited about this. Oh my gosh, my stream deck is not working. That's all right. We're going to just run this without an ad, I guess. Oh, it's really not working. My goodness. Okay. I'll try to unplug it really quick. Okay, it's back. Do the ad yourself. Buy our token pack. Support us on YouTube and Patreon. Support the content that you really know and love from content creators like myself, Tony Scaponi, Bryant Cook, Brian Koval, Phil Gallagher, and so many others. You know, there's got a podcast, The Eternal Glory. We've got a YouTube channel. We've got all kinds of fun things. And Turbo Necro is a fantastic deck. Here we are for the last round, and we won the die roll. Love that. This is pretty excellent. And this is 1 mana away. Oh, wait, we have everything. We do actually have everything for a turn 2 with Chancellor protection. So, yep, I'm going to keep this one. If this Serum Powder was a Pact of Negation, I would love it, but I can just play the Valakut Awakening. I'll probably play the Lotus Petal to play around a Vexing Bauble, right? Well, yeah, Bryant has kids. I do not. I have a cat. Yeah, help me feed my kid. He's great. He needs food and love and pets and everything. Oh, yeah, I have to actually reveal this. I haven't done that in a while. Okie dokie. So hopefully that is enough disruption to just for the mind games. For the mind games, but it's also really cheap in paper. So this deck is under $600, I think, or about $600 the last time I checked. So if you ever are interested in doing this in paper, then you get to have Blooming Marshes that don't actually affect anything. This is essentially a Bayou in our deck. And yeah, Pact of Negation, Borne Upon a Wind. That's not bad either. Alrighty, so let's Manamorphose. They are representing Force of Will, which I understand, but I'm not going to do anything about it. Dark Ritual, I'm not going to do anything about either, because that's a good way to rebuild if we draw Necrodominance number 2, and they do have the Force of Will. Let's make sure that they appropriately pay for things, which they did. Unfortunate. They got rid of a Brazen Borrower. Okay, Basic Island, Brazen Borrower, Force of Will. This could be Grixis Delver. I don't know. You bought your deck for $500. That's not bad. 4x $100 Chromox was the biggest chunk when you made it. Yeah. Chromoxen can be expensive. Okay, Nile Spellbomb in the main deck. They are living in a world where grief is still legal. And you know what? I am going to do something that I never thought I was going to do, and that's hardcast a Serum Powder. Should I do that? Should I hardcast a Simian? No. This Simian Spirit Guide pays for Manamorphose in a more reasonable way, and Serum Powder doesn't really cast anything. So, yeah, I think I'm good. Also, I guess this is just Dimir, basic swamp, basic island. No island, can't get submerged. Canadian Threshold players from 2017. Yeah, our Wild Cantor is safe from submerge. Absolutely. It looks like an actual artifact is from Secret Land. Oh, Wasteland. Okay, well, yeah, that's fine. They took the black mana away. Sad. Now I need to draw 2 things. which is fine. And they really should just pop this Spell Bomb to draw a card, because we're not actually ending up... We're never going to use our graveyard. But that's fine. Yeah, Rude, you're correct. That is exactly right. We are on the same wavelength. So Ponder off of an Underground Sea, 2 cards in hand, and they are not shuffling. Okay, Psychic Frog. Well, that's going to turn the corner for sure. I need to be drawing multiple things, and that's not going to happen in time. They're just going to reload their hand in a way that I can't really interact with. Oh, Baragoyf. Yeah, that makes... I mean, maybe. I don't have any... Well, I guess I have an enchantment. Okay, never mind. I have a card type that they won't. Oof, Wasteland. All right. Tamiyo. Okay. I mean, I'm probably dead here. We'll see. Survey says... All right. That's a Wild Cantor. So that gives me black mana. That is the thing that I need. I can discard this Chancellor of the Annex. Useless. Maybe I should have not put a Chancellor of the Annex in the graveyard for them to animate dead or reanimate if they're playing old tech. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe it should have been a Serum Powder. I really hope that doesn't come back to bite me in the ass. Yeah. Let's hope that doesn't. 2 mana. Oh, Cracking a Clue. Thank goodness. Okay. Terrifying. Okay, this needs to be a Necrodominance. And they have 3 cards in hand. It needs to be a Necrodominance. So, hold up. There's no way for me to cast a Borne Upon a Wind and potentially draw one, so we are deceased. Yeah. Okay. We did lose that very handily at that. I think that I'm okay with Veil of Summer and Chancellor of the Annex. As cards that I care about. Cards that I don't care about. Do I want all Chancellors? Probably. I'm on the play. I can get rid of a Pact and a Powder, and then I don't know where the others are going to come from. Oh, the Valakut Awakening. That's always a little bit of a flex spot. The other thing that I'm thinking of is getting rid of another Powder. And just shuffle good. Yeah, I know. That's like a concern of mine, right? I could just not bring in all 3 Veil of Summers, right? Like the Chancellor and the Veil are moderately similar. Yeah, I know. Powders aren't as strong, but I need a Necrodominance in my hand. Otherwise, it's not going to work. And this isn't like an Oops All Spells deck where I have 8 of them. I only have the 4. I wonder if this is okay. I wonder if this is going to be fine. 3 Serum Powders, 4 Chancellor, 2 Veil. I could swap, and it could be 3 Chancellor, 3 Veil. Recognizing that I'm not necessarily going all in on a turn 1. Yeah, I'm okay with that. This might not be a turn 1. And I'm going to just mulligan into 1. I don't know. Well, that's not it. And let's mulligan. We are going to powder this one. We're going to get a Tendrils of Agony back in the deck. And we're going to mulligan this one. And we're going to powder this one. Yikes. Powder this one. We got to put 2 cards. I think that it's going to be Borne and Veil. What's in the exile zone? Let's leave that out open. Veil or Chancellor. I'm going so low, actually. I think that none of these are going to be super helpful. I would rather have things that actually end up helping me win the game. Is that a wild thing to think of? No. Let's do the Chancellor because I want protection on a turn 1, which is where I'm going to have to be mulliganing, and the Veils are not going to be good at that. The Chancellor is. So I'm going to put the Chancellor back and powder this. I mean, this is close, right? This is a black mana away from a win. Well, I mean, an attempt. It's not really very good. I am going to mulligan this one. And I'm going to powder this one. Okay. Borne, Manamorphose. Okay. Yeah, Samurai, I think that's right. Oh! Yeah, sure. Okay. We're going to keep a turn 1 protected win. Rude, I don't know what you're talking about. We had it all the time. Yeah, this is great. You can win on a 4 with protection. You can win on a 2 unprotected or a 3 unprotected. Totally fine. Yeah, Dark Rit. This is. I mean, yeah, your name is the reason we're making this happen. They have a Daze. I have a Pact. Okay. I mean, they could have 2 pieces of interaction. They could not have. That was so much fun. Okay. I don't even care if we lose this anymore. That was brilliant. We're going to pay 19. Hit okay. Okay, we have 15 cards. We have 2 Spirit Guides out, 1 Manamorphose out, and it looks like we're okay. Well, hold up. I don't see a Borne or a Manamorphose. I have a Valakut Awakening here, though, so that's fine. That's kind of oof. Okay, so we're gonna have to Valakut Awakening here. Okay, so let's just do that. And I could Pact for an Elvish Spirit Guide. There's 1 more in the deck, and have higher outs of not drawing that card, which is something I want to avoid. Yeah, let's do that. I've already cast a Pact this game. All right, so there's 21 cards in the deck. I have to Valakut Awakening here. Yeah, I'm down an Elf and a Simian. Okay, so let's do this. And I'm getting rid of... I'm going to keep the Dark Rituals and the Tendrils of Agony, but I can get rid of, like... I'm going to get rid of the Pact of Negation here. Summoner's Pact... Okay, yeah. All of that's good. I'm going to keep the other Dark Ritual. Yeah, I think that's fine. Oh boy. Any order. Shoot. That is not good enough. Keep the Tendrils and Rituals. Yeah, so let's see. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, and Simian. Yeah, I needed to hit 2 Simian Spirit Guides. 1 of 2 Simian Spirit Guides, and I didn't even hit a Borne Upon a Wind. I mean, I can Veil of Summer, but what does that do? That doesn't draw me into anything because I can't actually do anything with it. I mean, I'm going to Veil just because I can. And oh, okay. So if I clicked out of this Dark Ritual and I just like kept one of them, no, because I don't have a Borne Upon a Wind. So I would have had to, what? Nothing. I guess I could have Manamorphosed to draw into them. Okay, well. That's too bad. That's really too bad. Okay. Darn. So my record's not going to be accurate because my stream deck is broke. But we did end up 3-2. Why Scoop? I have cast way too many Pact of Negations for that to be something that I can pay for. So yeah, we were a card away from the potential win, and I did actively make a decision to keep both Dark Rituals. I could have even gotten rid of the Tendrils of Agony. There was another one in the deck, so I definitely could have. We were positive on the night, 3-2, and I think that this last one, I made an active error in keeping Tendrils Dark Ritual, where I just needed to keep the one. And honestly, I could have done anything else. Why not die with honor? We're done. We can have a chat about the deck list. So let's do that. I think that this is really fun. Obviously, it's glass-canon-y as heck. But because it's glass-canon-y in a format without grief, you have a little bit of a better option in terms of like not getting your hand discarded down to 0 on a Moldifor. I think that that's really nice. We have, Mindbreak traps as protection against combo, another Chancellor for the blue decks, Veil of Summer for the blue decks. We've got non-blue covered in like several different ways with Slaughter Packs, Nature's Claim, Force of Vigors, Boseijus. There's a lot to like about this deck, and it doesn't use the graveyard. Now, obviously, not using the graveyard was a little bit of a bigger deal when Riskaminator was a thing, right? But because Riskaminator was a thing, this didn't really succeed. So, a little bit of the column A, a little bit of column A, or B, excuse me. My goodness, speaking is difficult. And I think that we've left it on a good note, and I'm excited to see how this does. We played the Mirror. Well, the pseudo Mirror. They were playing Beseech the Mirror. But I think that that's just fine. You're not punished as hard, and honestly, having a force check deck in a format is healthy. Absolutely, Dominique. I think that, as combo players, we recognize that being able to put a little bit of pressure on the format to, answer these combo decks is important and healthy. This will never be the best deck. It just can't be. No combo deck is ever going to be in a healthy metagame and be the best deck, right? If it is the best deck, like, I don't know, Breach, Underworld Breach, then something is terrible. Not something to sleeve up for Eternal Weekend, though. I mean, you could. I think that you could do this and not be ashamed of yourself. I don't necessarily think that you could do that with something like Oops All Spells, just because the graveyard hate is such a common occurrence. Whereas, Pact of Negation is good against Force of Vigor and Force of Will, and you just have that fundamentally in your deck. I think that it's easier to play around hate in this instance, right? So, who knows? Now I want a Necro Frog and fling it. Ooh, spicy. Very spicy. We can see about that. Maybe in another league, in another live stream. Until then, I'm going to see you guys later. Thank you very much for hanging out, and I hope you have a lovely time comboing people out, maybe with this deck. Who knows? And yeah, my stream deck isn't working, so we're going to have to do this manually. Haven't done that in a while. Have a good night, everybody.